Dirtiest tourist places common among tourists. Where will your tourist destination be this year? To Paris or Italy? Or maybe you prefer to go to the green heights of the Alps or visit the beautiful sights of Turkey. But believe it or not, there are very popular tourist attractions in the world that are disgusting. In this list we review the most dirty tourist places around the world. The dirtiest tourist places ever. Gum Wall, Seattle, Washington. A strange tradition has been followed by tourists for nearly 20 years of sticking gum on a brick wall in the Pike Shopping Center. The place was rated as the dirtiest tourist place by TripAdvisor. The gum has accumulated a lot on the wall and it is difficult to remove easily. Although many tourists consider the wall a Seattle landmark, others find it disgusting in a black point in Seattle. St. Mark's Square, Venice, Italy. St. Mark's Square is a beautiful tourist destination in Venice, but at the same time, it is home to thousands of pigeons flying over visitors' heads. Although the practice of feeding hungry birds in the yard has ended, some tourists want to practice this habit and forget some important points, namely, the bathroom leaves unwanted mementos on tourists' clothes and bodies without warning. There are financial fines imposed on those feeding the birds in order to protect the memorials in the square from pigeon droppings. Tomb of Oscar Wilde, Paris, France. The famous Irish writer Oscar Wilde once said, "This and other aphorisms remain firmly in the hearts and minds of his fans despite his death and his burial in the cemetery of Père Lachaise, Paris." Even today, this writer's fans, writers and tourists, flock to his mausoleum in Paris and kiss him, leaving lipstick as evidence of their love for him. And despite the imposition of the French government a fine of $12,000 for those caught kissing the shrine. However, tourists practice this habit hidden from the eyes of the police. In 2011 AD, a glass wall was built around the shrine to prevent tourists from kissing it, so they only threw flowers from the wall over his grave. Crypt of Marilyn Monroe, Los Angeles. At Westwood Village Memorial Park in Los Angeles, it has become a tradition among visitors to the place and Marilyn Monroe fans to kiss the plaque bearing her name when passing by. What makes millions or even billions of microbes inhabit the sign? Blarney Stone, Blarney Castle, Ireland. According to legend, whoever kissed the Blarney Stone in the castle, he would be wise and eloquent. Every year, about 400,000 visitors from Blarney Castle cling to kiss the stone, leaving millions of microbes behind. Not to mention the unhealthy side, the tourist strives to reach the stone hanging above the visitors' heads. Introduction to Grauman's Chinese Theater Square, California, Hollywood, USA. You can see the fingerprints and footprints of many international movie stars on the grounds of Grauman's Chinese Theater on Star Street in Los Angeles. Tourists and celebrity fans are keen to touch these monuments and take memorial photos next to them without taking precautions not to catch infections and diseases from others who touch the monuments. Karni Mata Temple, India. A popular Hindu temple dedicated to Karni Mata in the Indian state of Rajasthan. It is located 30 kilometers from Bikaner and is known as the Temple of the Rats. Tens of thousands of rats live in it, about 20,000 black rats. These mice are considered sacred by the Hindus, so they should not be killed. Mice are called kabas, and thousands of Hindus flock to the temple to offer their condolences, and it is also a popular tourist destination for curious tourists.